Yes, it's Friday, everyone's favorite time of the week, and it's everyone's favorite video that debuts every Friday at this time. It's Friday finale. I'm glad you're here to check out all the things say, or you only come for movie reviews, Rachel. But if you're here to listen to my satire that I blab about into this microphone before the review, welcome. Let me kick this off by talking about how the show Roseanne got canceled. Oh, no. Not my favorite show on weeknight television, Roseanne. The reboot thing from the 90s. Oh, no. Why did another show get canceled this time? She took Ambien and went on a racist Twitter rant. When do people learn? It's 2018. I mean, you can't just say racist things. And although I am glad, because I've always found Roseanne kind of annoying and politically and semi-racially insensitive, I don't 100% agree with ABC deciding to cancel her show. I mean, there is the thing called the Freedom of Speech Act. So on one end, I don't care because I don't like Roseanne. Don't give a shit about her. She says some racist stuff and her show gets canceled. Oh well. But in another sense, as a content creator, which I'm not on a level of television or anything, but I do sit here and babble my own opinions into a microphone and camera. Kind of a slippery slope where you could just get things shut down for what you say. I personally think that ABC should have just let it continue. And if the ratings portray that people actually do hate what she said, then cancel her show because of the ratings and because they're costing her money and their brand looks bad now. I feel bad for all the people that work hard on that show, all the fellow actors and stuff. I mean, that sucks that one person gets your show. Like, write her off. Do the old-fashioned bullet to the dome thing. I don't know. If we start having things taken off and kind of silenced, I'm not sure. I mean, what's next? It'd be like a professional sports team finding players for taking a stand in what they believe in. All drama. I love drama like this. And normally, I don't care about celebrity drama, because celebrity drama is just the worst. It's people we don't know having arguments and fights between other people we don't know. And it's pointless, except if they're rappers, because then we get diss tracks. And there's nothing better in hip-hop or in music than diss tracks. Diss tracks are essentially some of the greatest tracks of all time. Ether, Hit 'Em Up, Back to Back was even great. Speaking of Back to Back, it's Drake and Pusha T and possibly an illegitimate child with a porn star. Doesn't get much better than that. Diss tracks are amazing because they can take the opinions of some people and completely sway them and crush them into just completely hating another person. Ja Rule's victim to this. Meek Mill, although people like him again since he got out of prison. I don't know. It's just funny how people's public opinion can be swayed by diss tracks. I, for one, am not against it. I think it's hilarious. Yeah, that's beach material right there. That's where I just got back from. I should really turn my phone off during these things because it's very, very distracting. With all the drama happening in the world of politics, in the rap game, one drama that they've tried to force that hasn't been a drama is the playoffs in the NBA. Who would have thought? Out of the whole season-long happenings, 2 Game 7s, that it would be Golden State and Cleveland again. Oh! Wow. I'm shocked. I can't believe we're here again for the 4th fucking time. I'm done with the NBA for now. I'm not going to watch these finals. If you're not a casual NBA fan, there's no way that this 4th matchup can be compelling to you at all. I'll watch the closeout game. That's it. If you want good TV, if you are a basketball fan, do yourself a favor and watch the Stanley Cup Finals. Watch hockey. Watch hockey right now. And I'm never really an advocate for like one sport or the other. Your thing is your thing, but it's just so much better. I'm so done. If the Celtics didn't have such a promising future next year, if they didn't look as hopefully as good as they should be, I'd probably tune out for basketball for the next 2 or 3 years. It's like a book. It's like a Hollywood movie script. They wrote it at the beginning of the season and said, you know what we should do? We should switch it up a little bit. JK LOL. Let's make everyone think it's going to be different by having a possibility of 2 separate matchups. And then they go to Game 7 in the conference finals. And then poof. It's the same thing it was last year. I'm done with it. This is my last playoff review Although even though playoffs are pretty much wrapping over. This is my last playoff corner picture until afterwards, and then we'll see, and we'll just crown whoever's champion. So there we go. Oh, look at that. We have arrived at our movie review. This week was Solo. It was a great film. Great tank top. Shout out to Tommy B for getting this for my birthday. It's awesome. I know. So I will leave you guys on that note. Tune in next week for me to come back and hopefully rant about something entertaining other than political charged sitcoms being canceled and hip-hop beefs, because that's just all that happened, really. So without further ado, here is my review for Solo, a Star Wars movie. I will see you guys next week. Stay classy, San Diego. The fact that Disney's latest entry into the Star Wars universe has only made $103 million and is seen as a commercial flop makes me sad. Not only for one of my favorite franchises, but also as someone who generally enjoyed this movie. With a new Star Wars set to come out every year until 2021, I think it's finally time that the Mouse series regroups and comes up with a new strategy surrounding their most profitable brand. Solo sets itself up as an origin story to everyone's favorite space cowboy. In it, we learn where he gets his name, swagger, furry co-pilot, and his tempered disposition to not trusting anyone. Alongside Alden Ehrenreich is a plethora of talent, including Woody Harrelson, Thandie Newton, Donald Glover, and Emilia Clarke. Each of the talented cast members do an awesome job in their respective roles, with Glover being the real standout as Lando Calrissian. Glover emotes the smooth-talking smuggler / gambler that anyone a fan of the character in the original trilogy would be very happy with. Outside of the character introductions, the action set pieces feel just like a Star Wars movie is supposed to feel. Drawn out fight scenes, laser blasts, and the Millennium Falcon in space battles is everything you want to see in a galaxy far, far away. But for as good as it feels to see it all, and being, should I dare say the word, prequel, you know there's no chance of any real consequences happening to either Chewbacca, Han, or Lando. Maybe the poor theater numbers can be due to the fact of how well Avengers was, then Deadpool coming out a week later, and the fact that there was Memorial Day weekend and people had other plans. I'm not going to make excuses why such a little amount of people went to see a Star Wars movie. Instead, you could look at why. The landscape for movies is changing, and annualized releases are something that nobody seems to want. Even in the case where the movie is really good, something could be watered down so much that it no longer feels like an event to see some of these films. Honestly, if it wasn't for doing these reviews and a free movie ticket, I don't think I would have rushed out to go see this movie. But after that small digression, I really did enjoy Solo. His character arc sets up and goes hand in hand with his depiction in future films that took place in the past. You get a good sense of why he is the way he is now, and I feel the actor did a solid job of portraying him. I was worried a little bit at first without Harrison Ford it would disappoint, but I can honestly say that I enjoyed this movie more so than The Last Jedi. Even though I scored that one higher, there could have been a possible fanboy skew in that. Hey, I'm not the perfect reviewer yet, but this time around I feel very confident giving Solo, a Star Wars story, an 8.1 out of 10.